I'm D2Diz. Welcome to my channel. Today, I thought I'd tell you a horror story that I wrote myself. I like to write stories, especially horror ones, and I like to share it with you. This might be very creepy, so leave your children in the other room, I advise you. And if you're a child, this might be very creepy and scary for you, so just a warning there. Okay, here's my story now. Enjoy. Jared lives alone in an apartment. He just enters his apartment after 9 p.m. and shuts the door and locks it. He goes into the kitchen, makes himself a sandwich, and sits at the sofa, eating it while watching YouTube videos on his Xbox One. Suddenly, the doorbell rings. He goes up to the door and opens it. No one is there. He steps out and looks around. No one. He goes back into his apartment, continues eating his sandwich, and falls to sleep on the sofa. 2 hours later, he wakes up and gets off the sofa. He looks at the time. It's after 2 in the morning. He walks to the restroom and while peeing, hears the front door of his apartment open and slam closed. He finishes peeing and rushes to the door and notices it's not locked. He locks it. He returns to the sofa and lays down, hoping to fall to sleep once again. He closes his eyes for about 10 seconds when a knock at the door awakes him. He ignores it and keeps his eyes closed, and another knock sounds. He blinks his eyes and a third knock. He opens his eyes and gets up. He opens the door and no one is there. He is frustrated. He notices a red print on his outside doorknob. It looks like blood. He returns inside and closes the door again. He locks it and double checks if it's properly locked. He returns to the kitchen and pours himself a glass of water. He takes a sip when a knock at the door surprises him once again. He rushes to the door and opens it. No one is there. He yells, "Screw you assholes!" He goes and stands by the apartment stairs. He looks around. No one seems to be out but him. He takes a sit on the top of the stairs. He keeps looking around. Suddenly, the door into his apartment closes shut. He rushes up and goes to the door. He opens the door, glad it didn't lock him out. He stands in front of the doorway with the door wide open. He stares at it for a minute. He takes a deep breath, and then the door slams shut right on his face. He reaches to grab the knob to once again open the door, but a knock frightens him. Multiple knocks bang on the door, each getting louder and louder. He stands in front of the door and bangs on it for return the knock. He yells, "Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? Who's there?" Suddenly, the knock stops. He slowly reaches for the doorknob and pulls the door open. Standing in front of him is an older man with a blood on his head and his face covered in mud. Jared whispers to him, "What do you want?" The man smiles, "For someone to see me," and he disappears. Scary, right? Well, if you like that story, like and subscribe and share with your friends. And I'll post some more later on. Might be scarier than this one. Thanks for watching. Once again, like and subscribe. Thank you very much.